What's up, guys? Day three, business is good. Had a lot of leads. I think like 5 leads come in today. Booked three. Two of my literally, or one of them I literally like was in the shower, saw the call come in, knew Elijah was busy, and was like, all right, I'm just gonna literally turn off the water to get. Um, yeah, you do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. Braden's mom and his best friend came in from Iowa. He's getting promoted tomorrow to E5, I think. He's supposed to get an award. And yeah, super dope. I might go out to the ceremony. I don't know. We'll see. It's like 2 hours away. It's early in the morning. I really want to go. Um, I'm excited to give you guys updates on how he's doing. So a little bit lower energy right now. So bear with me. The biggest thing I think I want to share is this idea that's kind of been cooking in my head. I wrote about it last night and earlier today, and I wanted to put it into a format that's like kind of practical. So I just kind of drew this out here. Many of the things that I do here are me learning things, and the best way to retain something is to then go and teach it. So this is as much for me as it is for how it benefits you guys. So yeah, I kind of learned this through therapy. I think this idea, but it's really like come to life for me recently. So yeah, I just want to share it with you guys. So we were made with desires. Like as humans, we have these desires. We have these aches. We have these wants that are healthy and natural, and it's what we're built with. So some of these look like we desire as humans to like it's unresistible. We want to feel connection. We want to have connection. We want to have security. We want to have significance. We want um, protection. Like there's all these things that we are naturally built in to our hardware, software, biology of things that we crave, and we will stop at nothing to get them. And so, of course, this this desire, this craving, there's of course a healthy way to get it, and there's an unhealthy way to get it. And so yeah, I just kind of want to like walk through that and kind of what I've learned from it. Um, Kind of ghetto, but can we move here? Nope, we're gonna go upside down. Okay, so I can't see in the camera what you guys can see, but as you can see here, you've got an ache, you got that craving, you have that desire for these different things, and then you have the avenue. So the way in which I'm trying to make this practical, the way in which you actually fulfill that ache, fulfill that craving. There's a good way and there's a bad way, and then there's an aftertaste. There's a way that you feel once you pursue this avenue. There's an aftertaste to it, and from this is what kind of was like, oh my gosh, that aftertaste then programs your nervous system, programs your subconscious to how you feel when you get this ache, like what you do in the future when you get this ache, when you have this desire, which you will always have, um, and teaches you, molds your brain. So let me give an example. So we have the craving for connection. If you follow it, if you, the avenue you choose to fulfill your desire for connection is X videos, then the aftertaste that you have is you're disgusted. You feel guilty. You feel shame. And so what many people try to do is they just try to change the behavior. They try to change the avenue without realizing why they do it. And so understanding that it's connection that's driving this, what it is that you're truly desiring, truly aching for, truly needing and wanting. You have a legitimate need and want. So you can't just stop this thing because this is how you know how to get it. You're still going to want and need this thing. This is why many people fall into this trap. And so there's a different way that you have to get this, that fulfill this desire. So let me tell you what happens when you do that. You have this desire for connection, and then you get it through videos, and then you feel disgusted, guilty, shame, all these things after. What you just taught yourself, what you just put on autopilot, what you just told your subconscious, your nervous system, is that, listen to this, when I fulfill my desire for connection, I feel disgusted. When I feel fulfill this desire for connection, whether or not you're aware of this consciously, you are emotionally charging yourself to go, I feel disgusted. So if every single time I feel my desire for connection, I feel disgusted, then I'm going to stop trying to fill my desire for connection. I'm going to um, I'm going to try to bring down my need for connection, or I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to ignore my need for connection. This is where you get stoic people. Like, there's so many issues that come from it that it implants into your brain. And so another example here would be security. So you have this desire, you have this need to be secure. But when you try to fulfill through the avenue of more money, how do you feel? You feel like it's not enough. It's never enough. You can never make enough money to truly feel secure. So then what does that tell you? It tells you that no matter how hard I try to be secure, it's never enough. So you go and try to make more money. Like, you go and try to get it through a different avenue. And it all leaves you with a bad aftertaste. And so, once again, another example, significance. Like, we need significance as humans. We want to feel valuable. And so if you try to get it through getting attention from people validating you, then you're going to be anxious. You're going to be worried. Like, how do they feel about me? What do they think about me? And so you're going to then always feel anxious because you constantly have this desire, and you're constantly worried about, what if people don't like me? What if I don't get attention? What if this way of getting attention doesn't work? The point here is that there's a healthy way to do this, because all these ways are going to hurt you. There's a healthy way to do it. And the healthy way, for instance, if you want connection, would be going to God, going to community, calling someone, talking to someone. And from that, what's the aftertaste? You feel actually satisfied. You truly satisfied your need for connection in the right way, in the healthy way. And that goes on autopilot. That's instead of a downward spiral that constantly strengthens this behavior, you have an upward spiral that constantly strengthens a good behavior. Same thing with security. Like, you're looking for security, we desire security, and God intends us to fill this desire, this need, in a healthy way. And so when you fulfill it in a healthy way, like faith, or like trusting a plan, having a plan, then you're going to actually feel secure. Like, I have something I'm doing, I have a direction I'm going, and I trust that it's going to work out. I have faith that I'm taken care of. And so this teaches you then that this is good. Like, you subconsciously go, when I need security, I go to this avenue, and I feel secure. And you strengthen this in the right way. And what it really does is it heals. You end up healing. And so this idea of, it's not about replacing a behavior or trying something different. It's about, what is my true desire here? What is the driving force behind this behavior? And how can I truly satisfy that desire in a healthy way? So, yeah, if you satisfy it in an unhealthy way, you over time strengthen this idea of my desire for connection. When you do it the wrong way, you constantly feel disgusted, shameful, guilty. And so doing it the wrong way, you then strengthen this subconscious idea, this idea in your nervous system, where it disgusts me to fulfill my desire for connection. It brings me shame to be connected. It makes me guilty wanting to be connected with other people. You can see how this warps your perspective, it warps your worldview. And the reality is, it's only true because it's not objectively true, it's subjectively true, and you can literally change it in an instant. And it's not something that just falls off necessarily, but it's something that is it's transformed, right? Like renewing your mind. This is a continual process of undoing what you've learned and relearning something new. It's not doing something different, but thinking in a completely different way. It's repenting. Yeah, so this is an idea. This is something I just kind of put together. And yeah, I want you guys' thoughts on it. This is not meant to be like a, listen to Alex, wow, like what an idea, putting myself on a podium or platform. This is I am throwing this out there because I'm not a psychology major. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a behavioral expert. This is an idea, and my hope that is that from these videos that there's a genuine dialogue, like in comments and things. Like I'd love to, like in the next video, obviously like, nobody's watching these right now, but in the next video be able to go through comments from yesterday's post, today's post, and like talk about them and get thoughts. And like I hope there's a psychologist in the comments. I hope there's someone who's read a wonderful book on this, because this is not for me to share these things that I believe and know to be right. This is for me to share ideas and thoughts and to get you guys' thoughts on them. So this is the idea that's kind of captured me today. That's come to life for me today. So yeah, a little bit lower energy, probably a little bit sporadic and scattered here. I haven't eaten enough today. Kind of just let work get away from me, or let that get away from me because of work, and then just jumping around doing 5 different things at once today. So I'm gonna go munch, and yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. Yeah, it connects to this idea I had in the past of God literally did not build us whole on our own. Like He built us with desires and needs and wants and like dependent parts of us, that those things would drive us to Him. Like it's impossible for us to not desire to be loved, for instance. And it's this desire that drives us to Him for actual fulfillment. Because you never are truly fulfilled when you get it through other ways. So, yeah. Love you guys. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.